Hello and welcome to this short presentation. This presentation is part of a toolkit which has been designed by the Lincolnshire Behaviour Outreach Support Service with the aim to give you an insight into the 4 stages of the behaviour, provide effective strategies to support behaviour management at each stage, as well as teach children self-regulation skills. It is important to understand what strategies to use at each stage, as this will enable you to effectively manage behaviour and it will reduce the instances of behaviour that challenges. We will now use the arousal curve to visualize the 4 stages of the behavior. When children are in the green stage, they are happy, calm and content. They engage well with learning and their interactions are positive. In the amber stage, we can notice the first signs of distress. There could be very subtle signs, such as the child refusing to complete a piece of work and the child may appear distracted, or more obvious signs, such as clenched fists, high-pitched voice, or nervous tapping. At this stage, the child is anxious, stressed, aroused, or distressed. The red stage is when the child cannot be reached and reasoned with anymore, and an incident may happen. At this stage, we must ensure that we are keeping the child and those around him safe. The blue stage refers to the stage following an incident. The child is calming down, but we need to be careful. If we expect the child to return too quickly to the classroom routine, behavior may escalate again. At this stage, we need to allow time for the child to reach a regulated state. Understanding the stages of the behavior will enable you to put effective strategies into practice. Next, we will look at examples of strategies for each stage of the behavior. Strategies in the green stage are what we call proactive strategies. It refers to the strategies we put in place to reduce the likelihood of behavior that challenges from happening. These strategies you can embed in your practice to support classroom regulation and teach children essential regulation skills. These include using a positive approach technique when interacting with children, use emotion coaching, making sure you give transition warnings. It is also very important to add movement in a child's day. So in between every cognitive task, we would add a movement or a sensory break. And last but not least, frequent practice of regulation exercises. It is important to practice the regulation strategies whilst the children are in the green stage, when they are calm and are functioning in the cortex part of the brain, which enables them to reason and think ahead. Furthermore, practicing reduces the amount of processing needed in the moment. To make your life easier, we have put together a series of videos teaching children self-regulation skills. You can access the links to the videos from this toolkit. Our toolkit also contains a variety of strategies for each stage of the behavior. We suggest you choose strategies which are suitable for your classroom and practice these daily. Strategies in the amber stage is what we call de-escalation strategies. Effective use of these strategies will support the child to return to the green stage without further escalation of the behavior. Some examples are: encourage the child to use a regulation exercise practice in class, offer a sensory break. For example, giving the child something tactile to manipulate, such as a little piece of Play-Doh or small piece of Lego, can be regulating. Use grounding techniques. Try to distract the child by changing the subject. Melodic intonation. This can calm and regulate and increases the oxytocin in the bloodstream. Loud empathy. This can be achieved by making our own breathing audible and slow to encourage the child to mirror it and calm down without being told to. Strategies in the red stage are what we call reactive strategies. An important point to remember is that when the children are in the red stage, they are functioning from their limbic brain, which is the emotional part of the brain which cannot reason and can only look 3 seconds ahead. Behaviors in the red stage may look different from child to child. Some children may be totally irresponsive. Others may try to find ways to escape the situation by absconding from the classroom, for example, whereas others may become physically aggressive and may try to cause harm to themselves or others. Strategies in this stage may include planned ignoring, if possible, remove the child to an alternative, quieter room, allow the child to run outside and, if safe, follow from a distance. Change of adult. Sometimes a child may respond better to a new phase, and changing the adult may help the child regulate quicker. Lastly, in the red stage, positive handling may be used if the child is posing a risk to themselves or others, but it should be used only after other interventions have been unsuccessful. Strategies in the blue stage are supporting the child to return to the green stage. At this stage, the child may appear calm, but we have to act with caution as there is a risk of behaviour escalating again. Strategies to consider are: be around but not in the child's face. If you have to discuss the incident, be short and keep talk to a minimum. Avoid reminding the child about the incident once it has been dealt with. Support the child to regulate and reach the green stage by allowing time to read a book or do some colouring, for example. Support the use of a safe space. Remember, a designated space, a reflection corner or a tent may not necessarily be a safe space for the child. The safe space is a secure adult, and the use of a physical calming space needs to be guided by the adult. Our toolkit includes a variety of strategies for each stage of the behaviour. We hope you will use it with your whole classroom to support all children to learn to self-regulate, giving them valuable skills for the future. Thank you for watching, and we hope you will find this useful. Any feedback would be welcomed. For any queries, please contact Lincolnshire BOSS. Contact details can be found at the end of this video. Thank you.